Today I'm with Leah Dibut, and it is a late night studio sesh.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling myself. Yeah, I'm feeling. Yeah, I'm feeling. Oh yeah, I'm feeling myself. Yeah, I'm feeling. Yeah.
So first thing I wanted to know was, where are you originally from?
So I was born in Miami, Florida. Hialeah, represent 305 in the house. That's where I was born and raised, and I am so happy with being Cuban. So I come from a Cuban background. I love my croquetas and
I love Cuban food. Have you been to Cuba?
yes, I've been like 3 times.
Okay.
3 times.
How was that?
Oh my God. I love my family. I love how crazy they are, and the beaches are phenomenal. So
I need
definitely
to go.
recommend.
Definitely.
100%.
And how did you get started in music?
So I was about 6 or 7 years old, and the only thing I wanted for Christmas was a karaoke machine. And I got it. And then my parents didn't really realize that I can sing until they heard me singing in the bathroom. And with the karaoke machine, they were like, wait a minute, there's a little bit of talent in here. They took me to a studio. They made sure that I can sing and hit some notes. They told them, you have to keep your eyes on her. And here I am.
So you've been doing this since you were 6?
Yes, 11 professionally, but since 6.
11 professionally?
Yes.
What? So, I mean, your family plays a big role in your career. They've always pushed you and helped you.
Yes, 100%. Every single one of them has been right by my side.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that. I feel like for musicians, the ones that have their family, supporting them, make it the furthest.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. If it wasn't for them, I don't even think I would be even halfway, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And speaking of family, so your mom's your manager?
Yeah, she's right there.
I love
right
that
behind the camera.
Shout out to Momager.
That's my girl. She's always right behind me everywhere I go.
And how's that, working with family, working with your mom?
I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes we do butt heads, but we always get through it, and we always get the work done, and we just love the process. We're enjoying the process.
And I feel like it's great to have a manager as your mom, because
Yes.
she's always got your back. You trust her 100%. The
Yes.
loyalty is always there. It's blood.
See, you just said it. That's what it is. I trust her 100%, and
Yeah.
I know that my work is in good hands.
Yes,
you know?
because people in the music industry always get fucked over.
Yeah, and I hear that a lot here in
Yeah.
the music industry. This is a very dirty industry, but I'm so glad that I have my family next to
And
me.
you'll never get fucked over.
I'm never gonna
Literally
get fucked
ever.
over.
And what is your biggest career highlight?
My biggest career highlight, I feel like releasing my first songs, because it took a while to get here. When I was 18, I released my first song on my birthday, and I was so excited to finally show what I got. And yeah, I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy where I am.
So has anything from 18 to now, something that you look back on that you're wow, I did that?
Maybe getting signed. I didn't think I was gonna get signed this early on into my career, and especially being 20 years old, just 20 years old. So I feel like that's a really big highlight also of my career.
Okay, and how did that happen?
So I have a manager, another manager. His name is Nelson, and he just has a lot of contacts in the industry, and specifically in 305, which is where I'm signed. And he made his magic, and he got myself in there.
So what record label is it?
It's 305 Inc. It's Pitbull's label. So
And have you met
Yeah.
Pitbull?
not yet.
Not yet?
He's very, very, very low key. He's very hard to
What?
find, but we are in the works of it. So if there's a picture that's gonna pop up,
You gotta get that. You gotta get
better-
that feature.
Yes, I mean that's coming.
Oh,
That's coming for sure, 100%.
stay tuned. That would be amazing. I feel like Pitbull's
Yes.
very iconic. So it's so cool that you're
Dude.
signed to
Yes.
a legend.
I mean, he's like a party animal, and he talks about me like if he knows me. That's the funny
Really?
part. Yeah, because he be talking to all the producers, and so he's like, "Oh, show this to Leah, show that to Leah," but it already feels like we're family. You know what I mean? So
I love that.
yeah.
And who is your dream collab?
My dream collab, I would say somewhere between Alicia Keys or maybe Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Yeah, I want one of those crazy bitches up there type shit.
Have you ever rapped?
Yes, I did a dembow in Dominican Republic. Not releasing it. That's just for
I
me
need to
and my
hear that.
family. I'll show you, but that's not getting released because that's just not.
Not it.
I
Not
mean,
you.
I just wanted to try it, but I just wanted to prove that I can do pretty much everything in the genre.
Yeah. I
On
feel like
the
you're very
genres.
versatile.
Yes, I definitely. Yes, I really
Can you
like.
play
being versatile.
instruments?
I know how to play a few chords on the piano, enough to write a song.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. Such a talented woman.
You already know.
And what is the hardest part about being a female in the music industry?
I think it's very hard to get recognized because nowadays there's a lot of females coming into the industry, and now with the social media platforms, it's insane that anybody can be an artist. And also, I feel like with makeup, with hair, and getting everything together, and it's just a lot. You have to prepare a lot. You know, like for a guy, he's like, oh, okay, what time do I have to be there? And then
Just walk outside.
He's
Let
good.
me go with the freestyle.
Oh, we got
Like,
nails,
real
we got
quick.
makeup, we got hair, we got everything.
And do you do all that yourself, like the hair, makeup, everything?
Yes, 100%. I started off doing my makeup, I started doing my hair, everything, except my nails. I cannot do my nails.
Oh, yeah, that's a little hard.
Yeah.
So have you like ever had any like weird situation like being a woman in the music industry?
100%. I mean, I don't think you can get away with that being a woman in the industry.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think it builds character and it sets your ground. You know, like I'm here, bitch. You know, type shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what is your latest release?
My latest release is Feeling Myself. It's very sexy, it's very sensual, and it's one of my favorite songs. Fun fact, I've had it behind my pocket for like about 3 years, and I finally got to release it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is like your favorite song you've ever made?
Still not released,
Not
but
released.
it's coming though.
Okay.
It's
so
like
new.
It's going to be released somewhat this year, somewhere this year.
Okay. And what does your creative process look like when you're writing a song?
It just depends on the vibe of the room. Like from start to finish, it has to be a vibe, 100%. And I have to know exactly what I'm writing about from the beginning of the session, because then I'll just get lost. And yeah, but for sure, 100%, the vibe has to be there.
Like, where do you get your inspiration? Is there like something specific that you do or a place that you go?
Since I have such a variety in my music and my genre, I don't really like focus on just one specific person or one specific genre. It just depends on how I wake up that day.
So what is the theme of your music or the story behind your music?
Alrighty, so I always try to have a meaning behind the song. And first of all, I always try to put sexy, sensual, all that type of stuff, because you gotta show what you got. But honestly, there's always a message inside the song. You just have to know how to find it and how to interpret it. But that's definitely like the feels of my music. There's always a message. Always a message.
So what is like the deepest message that you've put in a song?
I wrote a song for my boyfriend. It's in Spanish, and every single little word I said in there, I meant. Yeah.
I love that.
Don't get all cheesy. Don't get all cheesy on me.
So what'd you say in it?
Now that I love him,
Are you planning? Is there
just
a
go
wedding
listen
planned?
to it. Go listen to it.
Is there a wedding planned?
I don't know. You ask him. You gotta ask.
When's the wedding? Am I invited?
I don't know. You gotta put the ring on it first.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what does a day in your life look like?
A day in my life is kind of chaotic. I wake up, I go to the gym, and then I make sure I have a session booked, and then try to take care of myself. My body, health is wealth, and
Is wealth. Tell him.
health is wealth, and just try to focus so much, like a lot on my music. Everything has to be music.
Oh,
Yeah.
music always.
Oh, and my social medias, of course, which mommy also runs.
So your mom runs your social media?
Yes.
Really?
I
Okay.
run it. She runs it. Yeah, I trust her.
So
with
like,
it.
are
She's
you
became-
making content like on a daily basis?
I have set days where I like to create content. I don't like to.
Okay.
Honestly speaking, the socials aren't really like my favorite part.
I think it's how it always is. though.
Yeah, of this creative process, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Everything has its pros and cons.
100%. And what are some challenges or struggles you faced in your career so far?
I think it's just trying to show people what I really have, like what talent I really have. Some days I'm not gonna be my best, but some days I am gonna be my best. And those days that I'm not, it's a little hard to show what I got, but I still show them that I still got that little spice in there.
So how do you overcome that feeling?
Well, I educate myself a lot. I read. I like not read. I don't like to read, but I like to. I like to listen to a lot of podcasts, and I like to listen. Yeah, that's like my thing.
I love
Tony Robbins is one of my favorite like mentors, and I definitely like to grow a lot more as I'm growing. So
Have you listened to Jay Shetty?
I think so. That sounds really familiar.
He's my favorite
Really?
podcast to listen to. You should listen to it.
Yeah, I should. I should. I love all that stuff.
Yes. And how has being in the limelight affected your personal relationships?
Sometimes with my friends, some of them don't really understand that I have to give it all my time, and I don't see them for months and months. And then I do have those friends where I don't see them for months and months, and they're the real ones, because they're like, listen, we get it. We get that you have to be on top of everything, especially to get to a different level like that. You have to do what you gotta do.
Exactly.
You gotta put them hours in.
And have you seen like a switch in some of your friends, kind of like with how your career's been going?
Yes. There has been friends that have been along for the ride and that have just hopped off, but that's okay. That's part of the process. You just go figuring out who are the real ones.
So how do you maintain work-life balance?
So for sure, you have to stay organized. You have to stay focused. You have to stay disciplined. You just have to like know what to give time to, and just again organize yourself, because then you're gonna just lose it. You're just gonna lose it. And I've been there before, where I just lose it because I just wasn't organized.
Yeah, I feel like organization is key.
Yes,
like
100%.
if I'm not organized, I'm like going crazy.
100%.
And then everything's like last minute and like
yeah. And definitely having help helps a lot. It helps a lot.
Helps a lot. You got a lot of help. It's good.
Yeah, especially when I'm with the label. I'm like, yes.
Yes. So a lot of artists like to be independent, so how is it like being backed up by a label? Like, do you sometimes like want to be independent, or like how's that?
Honestly, the label gives me so much freedom. It doesn't even feel like
Really?
I'm signed. Yeah, like I can do whatever my little heart desires, and they'll be okay with it. Like they have their boundaries, and I'm gonna respect them. Like anything else in life.
Just get a lawyer,
Yes.
A lot of artists don't get lawyers, and they just kind of like sign and then,
I have one on standby. Don't worry.
Yes, of course. And where do you see yourself in the next 5-10 years?
Definitely somewhere in a different level. More progress, more educated, more financially free, more everything. I want to be able to help out a lot more artists, because I know what it's like to be in this process. And I definitely want to reach out to artists that I feel like have potential, and I really want to help them out. So that's definitely one of my goals.
So you want to like start a record label possibly?
I would love to do that. I would love, and I'm so confident it's gonna happen soon.
Yes.
Just because I'm so confident I'm gonna make it,
Yeah, 100%.
So
Are you into like manifestation?
100%.
Yeah.
I watch out what I say always. Everything that comes out of my mouth, I'm making sure that it's gonna become a reality. So
I love that. And do you want to promote anything?
Just my socials. You guys can follow me on Instagram, on every single platform, and please share my song. I would really love to get to like 100,000 streams, 1 million streams, 2 million streams. Yes. Make sure you guys check her out, subscribe, like, comment below, and yeah, Leah Studios. Kudos.